What if I told you that expensive looking rooms have nothing to do with expensive furniture? Today I'm sharing 7 secret rules that professional designers use to make any space look like it costs 10 times more than it actually did. And the best part, you can start using this straight away. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm Cornelia Bozir, and for the past 17 years I've been helping people create stunning homes without breaking the bank. If you're new here, this channel is all about practical interior design tips that actually works. We don't talk about complicated theory, we focus on simple changes that make a big difference. Today's video is special. We are going deep into these 7 rules that separate amateur looking rooms from professionally designed spaces. These are the secrets that designers learn in school but rarely share publicly. So grab a notebook because you will want to remember this. And if this video helps you, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. So let's start with the biggest mistake I see in 90% of homes. Rule number 1. Get your scale and proportion right. So here is what I mean. Look around your room right now. I bet you have small furniture pushed against big walls, or maybe everything in your room is the same height. This is what makes rooms look amateur. The 60-30-10 height rule means in every room you need 3 different heights. 60% of your items should be medium height, 30% should be tall, and 10% should be short. Let me show you how this works in a living room. Your sofa is medium height, that's your 60%. Your floor lamp and bookshelves are tall, that's your 30%. Your coffee table and side tables are short, that's your 10%. Common mistakes to avoid. Tiny rugs that looks like a postage stamps. Artwork hang too high on walls. Furniture that's all the same size. Or pushing all furniture against walls. So quick exercise. Right now, look at your living room. Can you identify 3 different heights? If not, that's your first homework assignment. So let's talk about something that can instantly transform any room. Layer your lighting like a professional. Most people have only one light source in each room, and usually it's a harsh overhead light that makes everyone look terrible. So this is the fastest way to make your room look cheap. Professional designers use something called the 3-layer lighting system. Layer 1 is ambient lighting, that is your general room lighting. But instead of one harsh overhead light, think soft and spread out. This could be a recessed light with dimmer switches, a beautiful pendant light, soft LED strips behind furniture. And then the layer 2 is the task lighting. This is lighting for some specific activities, like reading lamps next to chair, under cabinets lights in kitchen, desk lamps in office spaces, or vanity lights in bathrooms. And then the layer 3 is the accent lighting. This is your drama lighting. Table lamps that create one pulse of light, candles, real or battery operated, doesn't matter, string lights for ambience, and lines that highlights artwork and plants. The golden hour rule: your room should never need the overhead lights during evening hours. If you can light your entire room with just lamps and accent lights, you have got it right. So practical tips. Every room needs at least 3 different light sources. Use warm light bulbs in living spaces. Put all your lamps on the same wall outlets so you can turn them on together. Dimmer switches are your best friend. The 5-minute test. Tonight, turn off all overhead lights. Turn on only your lamps and accent lighting. If your rooms feel cozy and expensive, you are doing it right. If it feels too dark or harsh, you need more layers. Section 3. Textures and materials. So here is where most people think they need to spend a lot of money, but actually, mix textures and not price tags. The secret to expensive looking rooms isn't expensive materials. It's mixing different textures in smart ways. The texture rule of 5. Every room should have at least 5 different textures. Soft, smooth, rough, shiny, and natural. Soft can be your pillow or blanket, smooth can be your glass coffee table, rough can be, for example, a brick wall, shiny can be a metallic lamp or mirror, and a natural, a wooden piece of furniture or plants maybe. And there is a 70-20-10 texture formula. So what is that? 70% of your textures in the room should be soft, comfortable. 20% should be hard, structured materials. and that percent should be shiny or metallic accent. Cheap ways to add expensive looking textures. For example, with textiles, layer different throw pillows, but keep them in the same family. Add a chunky knit throw blanket, or use curtains in natural fabrics like linen or cotton. In natural elements, you can, for example, use woven baskets for storage, or wooden cutting boards as a decoration in kitchen. And use some plants, real or very high quality fake ones. With hard surfaces, use mirrors to add shine, glass vases or containers maybe, or metallic picture frames. The touch test. Walk around your room and touch 5 different surfaces. They should all feel different. If they don't, you need more texture variety. Now let's talk about something that costs absolutely nothing but makes the biggest impact. Rule number 4. Arrange everything in odd numbers and triangles. This might sound weird, but your brain is wired to find odd numbers more interesting than even numbers. Designers have known this secret for decades. So group decorative objects in sets of 3. This works for candles on a dining table, pillows on a sofa, picture frames on a shelf, or maybe plants in a corner. So what is the triangle principle? Arrange your groups in triangle shapes and not in straight lines. This creates visual movements and keeps the eye interested. So instead of putting everything in the center, create 2 small groupings. So what are the common arrangement mistakes? Putting everything in straight lines, centering everything perfectly, using even numbers in groupings, filling every available space, making everything the same height. So these are all a big no-nos. So let's make 10-minute room reset. Pick one surface in your room, remove everything. Put items back in a group of 3, arranged in triangles. Do you notice how much more interesting it looks? Here is something that will immediately make your room feel more expansive and spacious. Rule number 5. Create clear pathways and breathing room. Expensive rooms never feel cramped or cluttered. They have what designers call a good flow. This means you can move through your space easily and your eyes have place to rest. The 3-foot rule. You should be able to walk around your main furniture pieces with at least 3 feet of space. This includes around your bed, around your dining table, through your living room. After you have managed this, create a conversation circle with your furniture placement. Everyone should be able to see everyone else without turning awkwardly. Don't forget, expensive looking rooms are always clean and organized. Spend 5 minutes each day putting things back in their designed places. Quick space assessment. Stand in your room's doorway. Can you see clear pathway? Are there areas where your eye can rest? If the room feels too busy or cramped, it's time to remove some items and rearrange furniture. Now let's talk about small details that make people think you spend a fortune. Rule number 6. Invest in quality details and not expensive furniture. You don't need expensive furniture to create an expensive look. You need to pay attention to the small details that most people ignore. The fastest way to upgrade any room. Replace cheap cabinet handles with better ones. Upgrade light switch covers and outlet covers. Install quality curtain rods. Or use proper picture hanging hardware. It's not that difficult and it's not that expensive either. In bedroom, invest in good pillowcases and sheets. Use white or neutral duvet cover. And add a throw blanket at the foot of the bed. Bathroom. Fluffy matching towels are making great impression. A good bath mat or nice soap dispenser instead of plastic bottles make a great difference. Quality over quantity. It's better to have fewer high quality items than many cheap looking pieces. One beautiful lamp is better than 3 ugly ones. Do you agree? And finally, rule number 7. Add your personality through curated collections and not random items. The most expensive looking rooms tell a story about the people who live there, but they do it in an organized, intentional way. The collection method. Instead of random decorative objects, create a small collections from vintage cameras, interesting books, beautiful candles, plants in similar pots, or maybe artwork with a common theme. You can also use your personal photos, but use matching frames and don't forget the 5-item rule. For each surface, display no more than 5 meaningful items. This keeps things personal but not cluttered. You should also do a seasonal updates. Change out 20% of your decorative items each season. For example, swap throw pillow covers, change candle scents, add seasonal plants or flowers, update artwork or photos. This keeps your space feeling fresh without major changes. So which role surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you try any of these design tips, I would love to see before and after photos. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and see you in my next videos.